All right, so number one says, tell me the domains. We're writing our answers on a separate sheet of paper. You don't have to write the problem. Can anybody tell me what the domain of the first problem is? This is practice test 1. What is the domain of the square root of x minus 3? X has to be greater than or equal to 3. I'll say it one more time. If it's under the radical sign, it has to be bigger than 0. When you solve that, you get x bigger than or equal to 3. Now, what about b? This is the hard one. Two things are going on. What can you tell me about b?
Not equal to it.
X cannot be equal to what? 2. Why? Because that would make the bottom 0. And you can't. Now what about the top? X has to be greater than or equal to -1 because x plus 1 has to be positive. Your answer is both of these. You need both of those. What about C? All real numbers. C is all real numbers because it does not have a radical and it does not have a fraction. D. X cannot equal -6. There's no greater than, there's no radical, it's just x cannot equal -6. Right? Alright, now number 2, find the implicit functions. Remember, these are exactly the questions that are on your test. So the implicit functions, you just took a quiz over this, hopefully you got it right. What do? Get y by itself. So -y squared equals 9 minus x squared. This was a little bit tricky. What do I have to do now? Divide by -1. So y squared equals -9 plus x squared. And then we square root plus or minus. And absolutely nobody is going to do anything with that. Stop. Done.
Does it matter if we have x squared minus 9?
No, that would be the same thing. So if you like the order x squared minus 9 better, that's perfectly okay. They are exactly the same thing. All right, part 3, we just went through some examples of this. So part 3, here we go. I need horizontal asymptote, vertical asymptotes, and holes. Here we go. 3x minus 4 over x plus 1. Somebody tell me something. Vertical, horizontal, or hole? Somebody tell me something. A vertical, x equals -1. That's your vertical asymptote. Remember, it's an equation. Don't write just -1, you'll lose half credit. X equals -1. All right, who can give me something else?
No horizontal.
Actually, there is no horizontal. There's no hole. And why is there no hole?
Because we didn't factor.
We didn't factor and cancel. In order to get a hole, you've got to factor and cancel. We didn't do it. How about horizontal asymptote? The horizontal asymptote is y equals 3. Look, do the powers match? So you build your fraction, 3 over 1, y equals 3. Look at question B. Horizontal, vertical, poles. We're on Question B. X equals -5 is your vertical asymptote. I'll say it one more time. Vertical asymptotes are cannot be's. X cannot be -5, right?
There's no hole.
There's no holes, and there are no holes because we are not factoring in canceling. Could you factor the numerator? Oh yeah, but will it cancel? No, so there's no holes. You gotta be able to cancel to get holes. All right, what about horizontal? None. Why not? Power on top is bigger. Kids, there's no magic or mystery there. It's pretty straightforward.
I thought for the vertical one, wouldn't it have to be x cannot equal -5?
It is if you're talking about the domain, but if you're talking about actually the equation of the asymptote, it's x equals -5. But if this were a domain question, Jonathan, you would be exactly correct. All right, so now we're looking at the last one. All right, what do you want to do with this guy? Factor it. If I pull a 3 out of the top, I'd be left with x squared minus 9. So 3x minus 3, x plus 3. Don't forget about that 3. He's got to come along for the ride. How about the denominator? X minus 3 minus 1. Great news. They sort of, I mean, it depends if you want a hole or not. Yeah. We have a hole, and where will that hole be? At -3. And why is the hole at -3? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. No, it's not at -3. It's at +3. What did I cancel out? I canceled out x minus 3, which means the hole is at +3. How do I get my y? I'll put in 3. So I have 3 times 6 over 3 minus 1, 2. So that hole is at 9. Now, this is your problem here. This is what you now have because you canceled some stuff out. Does it have any vertical asymptotes? Yes, it does. Megan Barry, where is it? Or not Megan Barry, Megan Lee? There was a Megan Barry, yeah. Where is it? At x equals 1. Yep, x equals 1. It is y equals 3.
There you go.
And it's y equals 3 because you have 3 x's over 1x. The powers match, so you make the fraction. All right, number 4a. Whatever we don't get done, we have to do between now and test day, so let's get it done so you don't have to do it on your own. This is a piecewise, just like you had on your quiz. Hopefully you did okay. And actually, the one on your quiz had an absolute value in it like this, so. It wasn't this exact problem, I don't think, but it was similar for sure. All right, what do we have on top? What kind of equation is that up there on top? A line. And it has a y-intercept at 1 and a slope of up to over 1. That's supposed to be a straight line, just pretend. Now I have to put a dot on that line. Where am I going to put it? Where x is 2. So if I count over 2, I'm going to put an open circle right there on my line. And then what do I need to do? Erase part of it. And I'm hearing to erase the bottom part of it, the crooked part. That's good. I'll erase all that crooked stuff. There we go. Alright, now what have we got? What's that second shape? That's your absolute value V. And I don't want the whole thing. I'm going to put a dot. Scott, what are you doing on your iPad? Whoever you're talking to is not nearly as important as I am. Right?
Yes.
Even if it's your mom.
Okay.
It's not math class. I mean, it is math class. And that's important. Okay, now we put in 2. And for my x, I'm going to get this closed in dot right here where x is 2. And then I'm going to erase part of it. What part am I going to erase? The top part, the right part. And we're done. Can anybody tell me what B is going to look like? It's real easy. You don't have to do anything fancy to it. But what will it look like, part B? What shape will it be? Letter B will be a V. And it will be a V situated where? Move 3 units to the right. So you'll just draw a little V, moves 3 units to the right. How come we moved it to the right and not up or down? Because it's attached. It's not this. This would be unattached. That would go down. Oh, this is a hard one. This is your sine curve. Drop down 1. Okay, now first of all, you got to remember what your sine curve looks like. Now we're going to take it down 1. Does everybody understand that? We're going down 1. So you're going to drop every one of these points down 1. So we're going to get this picture. And technically arrows on the wings. Everybody okay with that? All right, what about the next one? X cubed plus 1. Everybody knows what x cubed looks like, right? Squiggles through the origin. So this is its normal squiggle point. What's going to happen to this one? Up 1. So it's going to squiggle through that point. Oh, that was E. Sorry, I skipped 1. Were you confused? I'm sorry. That was E. I skipped D. That was E. This was C. So now I'm going to do D. What shape is D? D is a parabola because it's a square. this is where it's supposed to come out of, vertex here. Where's this one? How's it moved? D.
2 down.
It's on left 1 and down 2. So left 1 and down 2 puts my parabola like that.
Well, it can be flipped upside down.
It can be flipped upside down. Who remembers how we do that? What do we put in the problem to flip it?
Negative.
A negative. Yeah. So as long as there's no negatives on, you're gonna.
Would the negative be in front of that?
So if I wanted to turn that parabola upside down, I'd have negative x plus 1 squared minus 2. That would have it going, it would look just like this then. And finally, what about F? You know what shape F is, right? F is this, right? So where are we coming out from? The point 3, comma 2? Everybody okay if I go right 3 and up 2? And there it goes. Beautiful. Okay, you have 4 problems at the bottom that you have to do on your own. All right? Please don't forget, because I'll be checking those, and you don't want to lose points for that, okay? So finish those 4. It's time to go. I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.
Maybe I saw